Which Portuguese explorer, Anne, discovered Brazil in 1500? If you don't know the answer and don't want to answer, we'll just pretend nothing happened when we bring you onto the screen. Was it A, Pedro Alvares Cabral? Was it B, Vasco da Gama? Was it C, Ferdinand Magellan? Did I say option C before? Gary Newman, instrumental, when machines rock. Okay, maybe we'll go with that. Let's see what happens. We'll play some music in between Anne and Colin. But it's Anne McGarry, as I say. Let's give her a nice big round of applause and bring her onto the screen. Hola, bom dia, Anne, tudo bem?
Bom dia, from Foz to Arelho.
From Foz to Arelho. So how's it looking over there this morning? And it's definitely changed, isn't it? Autumn is upon us, right?
You can, but I went into the sea 2 days ago, so we're still okay for a swim.
Good for you. Where's the best place to swim at Foz de Arelho? Right where the ocean meets the lagoon?
The lagoon is the best place. It's safer if you want to stay alive for a bit longer.
Yeah, fair enough.
The main ocean is very strong, and the currents are ferocious. Usually head in around from the green kiosk and walk straight down from there.
Fantastic. Great to see you this morning. Yes, the kiosks, they are featured in your work, are they not? We'll get a little preview of your wonderful exhibition. But before we do, and that opens tomorrow, incidentally, in Foz de Arelho, Gumpers from the Good Morning Portugal community invited along there. Wine, nibbles and art. But this is just a part of your vast talent, it would appear, Anne. And it was lovely to meet you the other evening. It's funny how these things happen, isn't it? There we were popping in.
Synchronicity is amazing.
Absolutely, yeah. And it was lovely to see you then. And subsequently, I found out that not only are you an artist, you started out in science. And I think it's fair to say you're a bit of a healer and coach and somebody deeply immersed in personal development, personal growth and that sort of thing. So tell us a bit about yourself, if you will. I think people will have sensed you're from Ireland originally.
Yes, I'm sure the accent was a giveaway. I'm living between Portugal on the Silver Coast at Foz de Arelho and Galway, Ireland, which is on the west coast of Ireland. Actually, I have been hugely blessed because in both places I live less than 5 minutes to the ocean.
How lovely. And Galway's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. So I'm originally from Limerick, which is famous for lots of different things, including the wonderful Shannon River flowing through from 214 miles. In fact, it's the longest river on the British Isles. I went to college in Galway, and I did science, majoring in chemistry back in the 70s, when Galway University had only 3,500 students on the campus. My mother reckoned that it would be a safe place for me to go. Not that I was wild, I certainly wasn't. I was very timid. But Galway was absolutely wonderful. So I had 4 fantastic years there, and I jumped into industry after I qualified. There was somewhat of a recession in the country at the time, so I was very fortunate to get a job in industry. And I started off in the laboratory, and then I moved into quality assurance and climbed the ranks of management fairly quickly. I worked mainly with pharmaceutical companies, and in 1993, I returned to Galway, having had a few different sojourns from Mayo to Dublin and back again to Galway. So in 93, then, as I said, I returned to Galway. The last employment that I had, I was with that company for 5.5 years. I believe that people should move, change jobs or expand their existing job every 5 years for them to grow and meet new challenges. So in 2000, I decided to leave industry, and I did a number of, I was always very interested in working with people and developing people as much as I could while I was at work, at paid employment. But I decided to do a number of healing courses in 2000. I did Reiki to mastership level, Sakim also to the same. Then I continued on with my studies. I did a coaching course. I did training development and coaching, and I also did NLP. And then I decided to set up my own training business. So I developed somewhere around 19 or 20 courses from management to leadership and
Wow.
personal effectiveness. So I used to run those in Ireland and a few of them in the UK.
Wonderful.
And then,
Wow. What a CV.
and then I alongside that, then I was doing international quality consultancy. So I was going from as far west as San Francisco to east as far as China, and every country almost in between those two places.
What a lovely life.
As a downtime, I started.
Hold on a minute. You had downtime as well in that schedule, did you?
Very, very much so. It really kept me going.
Right.
So on a Friday, I rekindled my love for art. I didn't have much time for it over much of my career. In fact, even my school-going years, I was carrying too many subjects. So I picked up art about 10 and a bit years ago. And as I said, I used to devote 2 hours on a Friday morning to art. And I've really been painting over the last 10 years off and on.
That's amazing. And so you made sure you were self-disciplined enough. I wondered if it had been something you'd been wanting to try all your life, and now you found a bit more of a peaceful life, less busy. You're able to explore it here, but it sounds like it's something that's kept you sane
Very
as
much.
your personal respite on a weekly level. So you had 2 hour. You made sure you did that every 2 hours, every Friday for 2 hours.
Yes.
It's a great idea. Really good.
Yeah. Certainly I found it a great anchor in my life. I used to get lost between the canvas and the brush. I was very much in the present moment when I was painting.
Good. Yes.
And I paint with oil on canvas, and I find it hugely forgiving.
Right. And here we can see some of your work. There is a fabulous voiceover from your manager, Joe, who I met on. He's the talent manager, isn't he?
He is certainly a wonderful husband.
Yes, great to meet you both in the Tashka. And this is how we found out about the exhibition. So it's all set up and ready to go, is it, or for tomorrow?
Yes, everything bar bringing down the chilled Vino Branco.
Okay, it's important. Yes, wonderful. And what lovely work. So really celebrating where you found yourself now, right?
Absolutely. And in fact, I was coming back from a Camino in the north of Spain, and my husband Joe came up to meet me in Porto, and we had seen the house that we currently have. It was being advertised at the time, and we decided to call there. And we put a bid for the house the day we saw it.
How lovely, and clearly successful there. So would you recommend this? People immersing themselves in their lifelong hobbies and passions. And I love the mindful approach that you mentioned there of finding yourself between the brush and the canvas. How lovely. What a lovely thing to do. And it sounds like you kind of rocked up at a local facility and said, can I have an exhibition here? And presumably they said, yeah, sure, go ahead. It's a lovely little spot, isn't it?
It's absolutely gorgeous. In fact, I was invited to exhibit, which is even better.
Yes, my word. Okay, yeah. And these are the good people of Foz then recognise your talent and said, please come and do an exhibition for us.
The junta there are very progressive. A friend of mine who also swims had an exhibition there about over a month ago. That's the outside. They're still trying to, that will be cleared before Friday because there'll be glasses and wine there as well as cheese and grapes.
Great. Sounds fantastic.
So it will be cleared up.
Yeah. And there are some little scenes here that people will recognise if they've been to Foz, of course. The yellow kiosk is an iconic building, isn't it? On the water.
There. When I came to Foz in January 2024, The yellow kiosk was on the prom, so I was delighted that I captured it before it actually moved. That particular kiosk has moved up the village, and it is now in front of the pharmacia and also in front of the Quinta de Fage. In fact, it was the Quinta de Fage that actually was the nucleus, and that's how Fage came to be. The village itself grew up around the Quinta de Fage.
Oh, it sounds like you're having a lovely time there. It is a beautiful village, isn't it? And brilliantly placed. You know, you've got the access to the ocean and the swimming that you spoke of, and then you're in Caldash in 10 minutes, aren't you?
Absolutely, and the village itself is very self-sufficient. There's a Talon Novo, and there are 2 greengrocers and a mini market, and we have a
You've got some good restaurants.
Wine bar. I'm not paid to advertise all these places, but we're really self-sufficient there. It's fantastic.
They could at least give you a glass of wine next time you're in. Where's the new wine bar?
It's as you're going down from our house towards the lagoon, it'll be on the left-hand side. It's before the new butcher.
Okay, the Talo Novo that you mentioned. Well, good luck tomorrow when you launch. And there is an invitation to viewers of the Good Morning Portugal show on the Silver Coast, I understand.
Yes, it's on in the Musea Dr. Jamie Umbellino. That is Rua da Grécia, number 5, Foz do Arelho. In fact, the soft opening will be starting at 10 to 1, and then 3 to 7, and the wine will be available from 5:30. So, in fact, the museum is open Wednesdays to Sunday every day between the hours of 10 and 1 and 3 and 7. So, and the entrance is free. So it would be wonderful to see your listeners there, and they'll be very, very welcome.
Oh, that's very sweet, very kind of you, Anne. Thank you so much. There was just a couple of other questions. Those days when you're in the lab, were you one of those classic people in a lab coat with a microscope doing those experiments? What did they have you doing in your early scientific career?
In fact, the first place I worked was a place called Donnelly Mirrors in Naas, which is in County Kildare. It's on the east coast, and you know the day and night mirrors. You know the flip mirror.
No.
In your car, you can.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, the anti-glare mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing climatic testing of those, and then I also did research and development. They use virgin wool on chucks. They're pads that polish the first surface. When they grind the angle on the first surface of glass, that becomes dull, so it has to be polished up. Wow. So there was a competition between the slurry that was used. It used to become acidic, and that would denature the protein of the wool. So it was a balance, trying to get a balance right. Anyway, that's a long time ago. I'm going back to the mid-70s.
Must have been a lot of fun in the lab there.
So, and then when I joined Travenol, and we used to affectionately call it Travel On, it is now Baxter. It's a huge, they have huge facilities in Mayo. I was in the lab for, I'd say, about 6 months. They make irrigation solutions that you find in hospitals and operating theatres. But I got promotion to supervisor within 6 months of joining there. So my career progressed into management very quickly after that.
Very good, very good. And is there a song we can play for you this morning? We've got Gary Newman lined up. It looks like Pedder Wants No Particular Place to Go by Chuck Berry. What sort of music do you like, and what can we play for you later on?
I love Leonard Cohen.
A bit of Leonard Cohen, yes. Where the Light Comes In, right? Very good. So any particular track?
Let It Be Your Will.
Let it be, you will. All right, thanks, and all the best. Good luck with
Thank you very much. Lovely to be with you, Carl.
Oh, lovely to have met you. Thanks for being on the show, and I'm sure we'll see you again on this screen.
We'll see you and your family over the next few days.
Maybe we'll see you at the Tintin another time. Yeah. Okay, all right.
Bye
Ciao,
for now.
ciao.
Thank you.
All the best. Bye for now. Ciao, ciao. See you. There you go. And McGarry exhibition tomorrow in Foix d'Arelho. Yeah, lovely exhibition too. And we'll finish. If you didn't catch the video, we'll have Joe's voiceover of that as well. It's a great video that he made by way of an introduction to the work and the venue there. And you can look forward to some wine and nibbles and to see that lovely artwork